Hi everyone! Renate here from Crafty Renate. Welcome back to my channel. So I ordered a couple of hair accessories from Wish and I thought it would be fun to look at them together, see if they are cheap, but if they look cheap, feel cheap, look like they're sturdy, if they work well, etc, etc. I just thought that would be fun. I did also order 2 more hair sticks just a couple of days ago, so they won't be here for a while and I didn't want to wait to make this video. Now this first thing I have worn already because I was gonna make this video a lot sooner, and it is so beautiful. It looks super nice. As you can see, no loose threads or anything like that. It's just very, very, very well made. And what I also really like is that they covered the ends with fabric here, because headbands start hurting behind your ears. It's just always a hassle, but with this, it's just soft. It doesn't hurt at all. And I had it on for an entire afternoon and I didn't even feel I was wearing it, which is very rare. Usually they start bugging me after a while. It also helps that this is definitely big enough for my big head, because a lot of headbands are kind of tight on me and that just makes them really uncomfortable. So I really, really like it. And I also like, I don't know if you can see this, but they have like little spiky things in here. Not all headbands have that, and then they can slide out. It's just really, really pretty. It just looks so nice and it's so comfortable. And if you want your bow to not be flat against your head, you could also sort of coach it to stand up a little bit. So yeah, but I like it flat. Definitely worth the money. I love this headband so much. It's beautiful. The next thing really reminds me of, I don't know when, but the 90s, I think, or around the millennium. That's when a lot of people wore their hair like this. But so it's just when you twist your hair, when you grab strands of hair and you twist them, and then you would clip them with little butterfly clips. Well, this is a headband that has little hair clips attached to it to make it a lot easier to do that style. And as you can see, the packaging also looks quite old-fashioned. So I think this has been in a warehouse for a very long time. But I don't know, I think it looks good. And if you have bangs like me, you could just use your bangs. And you could also just grab a section of hair from the front and do this. The next thing I absolutely love, I have to be honest, I have worn it quite a few times already. It has become my go-to hair stick at the moment. It's a hair stick and it looks like this, and it's made out of wood, and it's real wood. At first I thought it looks like wood, but it's probably gonna be plastic. It's real wood, okay? No question about it. It's absolutely wood, which I was very pleasantly surprised by, and I was hoping. And it's so beautiful and nice and smooth. There are no sharp edges or ridges or anything like that. It's beautifully made. It's so smooth, so soft, so beautiful, and I love the color. It came in multiple colors, but I really love this sort of warm reddish brown. I thought that would go well with my hair, and I really, really like it. I also like that it's kind of a little bit curved, which is really nice when you use it to hold up your hair. It feels nice against your scalp, so very practical. It's a little small for my massive amount of hair, but it still really works even when I do a bun and I just hold my bun up with just this hair stick. It still works, so it's really nice. I love it so much. Yeah, this is a great buy. The next thing I kept seeing on my sort of homepage recommended section constantly as well. So I did end up buying it because it did seem like it could be something that was practical. Yet it doesn't come with any instructions, and this is what I got. And now I'm wondering, wondering. If I'm remembering correctly, the idea is to put them in your hair on the sides, and then you grab a strand of hair, and then you just sort of wrap it. Let me show you a little better because you can't really see. There you go. Then you just sort of wrap your hair around it, and your hair goes into the loops. That's how I think you're supposed to do it. And then I guess you just close this little clip so that it stays in your hair. But I'm not sure how you're supposed to attach them to each other, or don't you attach them to each other? And also, why do I have 4? I thought I only needed 2. So yeah, it's somewhat bendable, but not a whole lot. It's just plastic, and I think I think there might be a little bit of a learning curve. Okay, I just spent a little while trying to get these in my hair. I checked the listing on the website to see if there were instructions, and there were. I've forgotten that they had instructions on the website. When you look at the instructions, it looks so simple. You just clip it like this in your hair, then you grab strands of hair and you sort of put them around and hook them in these little hooks, and then you get this beautiful hairstyle. I will insert a picture and the instructions here, but for some reason I can't do it. I mean, I'm sure I will once I practice a little more. I've had it a couple of times that I had like 2 strands that were good, but then yeah, my hair sort of fell down and then it got stuck in the other loops when it wasn't supposed to. I think one of the problems is that my hair is so freaking long that it just makes it a lot more difficult than it has to be. Yeah, if you see the instructions, it's so simple, but with all of this, it's not that simple anymore. I'm a little bit bummed that I didn't get to show you the full effect on my hair, but if I manage to get it to look the way it's supposed to look on both sides, preferably in the future, then I will surely post a photo of that. But for now, I just gotta leave you with a picture from Wish, because on my hair it's just not working at the moment. So yeah, I'm sorry about that, but it is what it is. And then something quite simple, but I just really liked it. It's a bobby pin, but it's a dragonfly. It is so beautiful. It comes in gold and silver, and if you buy it, you only get one. So if you want more than one, you need to place multiple orders. But yeah, I really like it. It's so pretty. I have always absolutely loved dragonflies, so I like it a lot. And then last but not least, these. Look at those. What are they? Well, I'm gonna tell you what they are. Little decorative metal thingies that you wrap around little tiny braids or little strands of hair, and then it's sort of a decorative decorative hair accessory. So I got a whole bunch of colors because I'm a colorful person. They also had gold and silver, but I wanted the colorful ones, and they came in this little container, which is nice. They are metal. They're really thin metal, and you do have to open them to get them around your little braid, especially if you have really long hair like me. You can't really slide it up or slide it in or whatever. Well, actually, maybe you can. Yeah, maybe you can. If you make your little braid thin enough, maybe you don't have to open them. Maybe you could just sort of put your little braid in and then push it. But if you have to open it, like I would do, and close it and open it and close it and open it and close it, I do think after a couple of times they might break in the middle. They don't seem like they will be something that will last for a very long time if you use them a lot, but yeah, they're definitely really pretty and I like them a lot, and especially in spring and summer I will be wearing these a lot more. Hi, future Renata popping in here. I just wanted to say that I received the hair sticks, so I thought I would show you since this video hasn't gone up yet. And I love it so much. This is the one I got for me. I will show you in close-up. It is a blue one. It's nice and sparkly. It's super beautiful. It has these gold specks in it and rhinestones, and it's just glitter, and oh, I love it. It looks like the ocean to me. And then for my sister I got a green one because she loves green and purple, and she says she really likes it too, so it's not too long. Yeah, the camera's not really picking up on just how beautiful it is. Just trust me when I say it really is very pretty when you have it in your hair. But it just started raining. It was sunny before and you would have seen it a little bit better, but in the artificial studio lighting, you just can't see it very well now, can you? For now, you're just gonna have to take my word for it that it's really beautiful and sparkly in my hair. So that was it for the Wish accessories. I have to say, I am pretty impressed. I've been buying a lot on Wish these last couple of years, and usually I'm really impressed and happy with everything I get. Of course, sometimes you get something that doesn't fit or that's not quite what you were expecting, but all in all, mostly I am extremely happy with everything I've bought there so far. But you do have to be careful. I always make sure I buy from sellers that have really good ratings, and I always read the reviews and look at product photos from people who bought it, because that tells you a lot more than the product photos on the website are not necessarily exactly what you're gonna get. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you soon with my next video. Bye! Hi everyone! What was that? They're just two hair sticks. Hair sticks, I couldn't think of the word. Stick, a stick, a stick. Well made. It's like that. It's very well made. No, it is like this. Also, it is big enough for my big old head. There are no edges. There is nothing. It feels like wood. It looks like wood. It's definitely wood. It sounds like wood when you tap it. It's wood. Oh, they're flying everywhere. And then you can, if you buy there, do it through PayPal. That's the safest. What was that? I don't know. Didn't understand that. Hey, I wasn't talking to you. What are you? That was my phone. Sometimes it thinks I'm talking to it, and I wasn't talking to you. Go to sleep. Okay, well, I mean, it's kind of creepy, isn't it? That our devices are listening to everything we say. Sometimes it creeps me out, but yeah. Technology, it can be very convenient. It's also creepy AF sometimes, but yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for the